Jiten Shah is Executive Director of the Green River Area Development District. GRADD is assisting Governor Steve Birge in his Broadband Kentucky initiative. And Jiten, let's begin with just that. Give us more details on the Broadband Kentucky initiative.
Thank you, Jerry. Again, thank you for inviting us to be on your show. It's always great to get on the show, and also people do get a chance to talk about those things. Yes.
What we're here for is just what we're doing today, to educate the public on this Broadband Kentucky initiative. Tell us about it.
Yeah, everybody knows that the GRADD about 4 or 5 years ago we initiated the Connect GRADD. Again, providing the opportunity for people in the city and the urban or the rural areas and all 7 counties to get the broadband, high-speed internet service for everybody, because we all believe that the economic development and quality of life, it is not limited to where you live. It is limited to what access you would have to go on the world.
And we've come a long way.
Oh, yes, yes.
All the noise that take forever to get on.
I remember, yes.
And now that we're spoiled, because you get on immediately. Like with Time Warner service. My goodness, you just click and it's there. It's so darn fast. And some of us remember when it was slow. But unfortunately, there are people out there that do not have access to this broadband, and that's what this is all about.
That's exactly true. And because of our success in Connect GRADD, right now we have over 3,000 customers. They are on connectgradd.com service. In all 7 counties, including Davis County and rural areas too. So when the governor was asked to put together a plan for the state of Kentucky, and how can we reach or provide broadband service to every corners of the state, because that would also would promote economic development in rural areas and urban areas, and also provide more opportunities for for the students to get more education and everything else. So they, the GRADD signed a contract on behalf of all the 15 area development districts like GRADD, to get this project rolling. And one of the things that we are, talking to you, and also maybe the people watching the show can help us out, is to fill out the survey. We are doing a survey. Statewide.
And where do they get the survey? Is it being mailed to them, or is it available at different places?
That's a great question. We are doing it in 3 different ways. First, we brought in all the stakeholders, in one meeting in Frankfurt. That means, people from the Chambers of Commerce, Healthcare Association, all different
people connected,
right?
With similar
and talked about this. Hey guys, we want to do this, survey to figure out what are the holes and everything else. So we use them to email the survey. People can also get the survey online through going through GRADD website. Or even to the state website. The governor himself sent out a press release to all over the Commonwealth.
So the survey, you said you can go to the state page and there'll be links that you can follow. Everybody knows how to follow the links now. Or go to the GRADD page, which is www.gradd.com. It's very simple, G-R-A-D-D. And you can find the survey. How involved is the survey? Is it very long? Does it take a long time for somebody to fill it out?
There are three types of surveys we are doing. First, we want to know as a household, what type of broadband you have at your home, and the survey is very simple, Jerry. And it asks you, do you have broadband? And if you do, who is providing the service? How much you're paying? Just kind of some idea. What do you use it for? And that kind of gives us, analyzing, what are the use of the broadbands are. Because when people say that Kentucky has 99% of the broadband availability, the challenge is that it could be available, but people are not using it. Adoption rate is very, very low.
You need to find that out, I guess.
So then the business side, we want to know when the business is, which is a lot shorter form online. They can find out for the business what they're using this internet service for, or is a lack of it, or whatever it is. And then we also have a third survey called the paper survey, because we know that there are some folks, unfortunately, businesses as well as
have
no internet.
So it's hard for them to get
online.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was going to say, if you can go to these places, but not if you don't have the service.
So we have 1-page paper survey, so they can put down, where they live, and so is the internet available or not available, and then I think we can kind of start with that. So we are providing those paper surveys to places such as senior citizen centers or even different public agencies where possibly somebody may not have the internet available to them.
Okay, this survey has been available for some time, and it's rounding out to an end this week, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So you have to have them in by when?
By Friday.
By Friday. So we still have a couple of days here. But you want to get this, and at the last minute, if you get your survey and you fill it out, it doesn't take that long.
No.
You might pass it on to some friends or neighbors in the area where maybe you don't have broadband available, and say, hey, let's all fill this out and get the information to them.
And the reason for again to getting in your show, because people do get a lot of responses from your show, Jerry, is that we are not that satisfied with the results we have so far. Our goal was to have at least 400 or 500 in household surveys per region.
Are you close to those goals?
On the household we are. For the businesses we are not. And some counties we only have 1 or 2 surveys. So it's just not getting work.
Right. The purpose of this. Yeah. So they still have a couple of days that they can get that information in and tell your fellow businesses or your other neighbors and everything to get it in, and you can get these surveys from www.gradd.com or from the state page. Is there any phone number they can call or anything?
They can go on the state page, www.broadband.ky.gov.
Okay, and that'll get them there too.
Right.
So and get the information in. And how long is it going to take to process all this information? Have you discussed that with the state?
Our goal is that once the survey is done by in March, probably by July 1 or so, we will put together a region statewide, to where there are the challenges about the broadband, and then start working on what do we do.
What do you do with all this information?
Right. If you find out that some part of the county or the region people are not using broadband because the cost is so high, we need to find out, are there any other options are there, or if there is a broadband is there but nobody's using it. Can we find applications, eGov, or what the people want to do that.
Well, Jiten, it's always a pleasure to have you on, and this is indeed a very challenging, involved program. Get your survey in today or tomorrow, and if you don't have one handy, you can go online to GRADD or the GRADD page or the state page, the Kentucky page, and get the information. Let's hope you have a great turnout.
Thank you.
Get all those numbers in and help these people out in these areas, especially that do not have the broadband.
They can always call the GRADD office. We'd be glad to provide the survey.
Well, thank you so much, Jiten.
Thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure. For Jiten Shah, I'm Jerry Birge. Thanks for watching. And remember, I'll be seeing you around Owensboro.